Hi everyone, welcome back to the Hollywood Actors Guide to Surviving the Film and Television Industry. This is your host, Jennifer Lynn Warren, coming at you from just north of Los Angeles these days. How is everybody out there? Things are opening back up, but if you are also paying attention to the news, you're going to find out that there are a lot of content. We're kind of like hit like this plateau. There's so much shooting right now. But the industry is kind of having a bit of a backlash. And I have some insider information where there's this huge Marvel movie that was being done by Disney. And they are no longer going to film a Marvel movie because Disney's worried about how much money it's going to make. A Marvel movie, guys. You need to be paying attention to all of this stuff, right? Not to scare you, right? But for you to realize that you have to continue having something called purpose. Because you can't look at something like, oh, there's only going to be 10% of the stuff auditioning next week because of everyone scared about what's happening at Netflix and the stock dropping and all of this fatigue and subscriptions are going down. Why am I doing this acting thing anyway? Well, if you're doing it to become famous or to make money, then yeah, this is a really good time to exit because it's probably going to get a little bit harder right now, to be honest. But what can keep you in is your purpose. Your purpose. According to Google, purpose is a noun, and it's the reason for which something is done or created or for which something exists. Synonyms: motive, motivation, grounds, cause, impetus, occasion, reason, point, basis, justification, a reason. Sometimes it's so good to have a greater reason than just being alive. Sometimes it just helps with motivation. I recently had some damage done to my ear, and I am being treated for tinnitus or tinnitus, however you want to produce it, however you want to pronounce it. There's the correct word. And there, maybe if I was just, a secretary somewhere and I couldn't really afford big medical bills, maybe I would just be like, maybe I should just live with it. But because I'm an actor and my hearing, my purpose is so much greater, I will throw as much money as it will possibly take to stay as healthy as I possibly can to keep my hearing, because that's so important to me as an actor, performer, and storyteller. So for yourself, your homework this week is to find a purpose for choosing this career. It's never a coincidence when actors are very vocal in political or charitable causes once they become successful. You need something else that drives you, right? Other than just your career, right? My health does drive me. Like, it's being able to hear, I love music, is more than just being an actor. It does drive me. But you need to think about not waiting until you book something to do something about the things that give you purpose, right? Great actors have something to say. Great characters have something to say. You both have a purpose, and it'll be easier to find your character's purpose if you have yours. The cliche answer is to say that you love to tell stories. Fine, but that's also every actor's answer. What makes you interesting is why you want to tell stories. What tragic things have happened in your life that created a deep, dark hole that you're trying to fill? Reach for something that's beyond just being an actor. What is really driving you? Why is being an actor life or death for you? If the world ended tomorrow, and the apocalypse happens, and society as we know it disappears, would you still find a way to be an actor, form a troupe, and begin performing town to town? Even if you didn't get paid a dime, why is it imperative that stories continue to be told? Maybe I'm on the wrong track here and you've already turned off the podcast and you just want to be famous because you think that will mean that you are loved. Sure. But it will also mean that you will be just as hated. You're going to get as much love as you are going to get hate. So you're going to get both of those. So you need to know that's going to come. You see how people treat celebrities. It is not always nice. It's rarely nice. I mean, look at the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial right now. It's bloody and it's hard to watch and it's sad. Or if you just have something to prove to the world, I get it. I have had some revenge-driven bookings myself. However, I urge you to find that higher purpose if you want to be happy if fame finds you. It's not just filmmakers that have a voice. It's what distinguishes an amateur from a true artist. Do you really want to watch a film that has nothing to say? No one wants to talk to an actor with nothing to say either. Don't worry if your purpose seems small at first. Maybe it's something you can't grasp just yet, but you feel something's there. Director John Asher, who's a friend of mine, he used his experience as a father of an autistic son to tell the story in his movie A Boy Called Poe. It's about this father-son relationship with an autistic child. Maybe you've always been a strange kid and your purpose is to find those outcast characters and bring them to life on stage or screen so that other kids like you won't feel so alone. You're stronger as an actor if you have a story inside of you that you're dying to tell. Your purpose, I feel, can't be really shallow like I want to win 10 Oscars. You know, remember, Leonardo DiCaprio has as many Oscars as you do. And it would be heartbreaking to hear that he hasn't found his career to be fulfilling without them, right? So what is your purpose and your influence on society? We are still sponsored by weaudition.com. Are you doing Self-Tape May? Are you listening to Audrey Helps Actors, which is one of my favorite podcasts? She's great and she does, it's May 2nd. Well, I'm recording this May 2nd, but starting on May, and it's free to do. You just upload a bunch of auditions, listen to her podcast, follow her on Instagram, but you can use We Audition to go on there and get readers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I just used a reader another day ago who was awesome out of Seattle. And I mean, she just brought all the energy and everything that I needed for this crazy, wacky audition I have. So I cannot talk enough about the actors on there. And you know what? Maybe 1 out of 50 actors, maybe they're not really ready to be readers on there. Just book someone for 15 minutes. If they're not working out, just bow out and get somebody who is. There's a reason why they have MVPs on there for your important auditions, so you know who you can trust to book that is booking as well and is a great reader. So that is weaudition.com, promo code HAG25, HAG25. That's it. That's all I have for you guys this week. Break a leg, find your purpose, and remember, you are not alone.